A controversial change in leadership at one of America's most remote military outposts is sparking a national conversation about politics, the military, and where the line is drawn. Colonel Susannah Meyers has been removed from her role as commander of Pituffik Space Base in Greenland. The decision follows Vice President JD Vance's recent visit to the installation, a visit that has stirred political and military waters alike. During his visit, VP Vance echoed past sentiments by President Donald Trump, suggesting that Greenland might be better off under U.S. control rather than Denmark stewardship. A bold remark, one that Colonel Meyers didn't co-sign. Soon after, Colonel Meyers sent an email to base personnel clarifying that Vice President Vance's comments did not represent the views of Pituffik Space Base. She sought to distance the base, and by extension, herself, from the Vice President's political messaging. Shortly after, the U.S. Space Force's Space Operations Command announced Colonel Meyers' removal, citing a loss of confidence in her ability to lead. Pentagon spokesperson Sean Parnell supported the decision, warning that actions undermining the president's agenda would not be tolerated. Critics, however, argue that the move feels more political than procedural. Some see it as a necessary act to uphold the chain of command. Others say it's a troubling sign of increasing politicization within the military. Colonel Sean Lee has since assumed command at Pituffik Space Base. The situation raises a deeper question. Should military leaders stay completely out of politics? On one hand, the U.S. military has long prided itself on being apolitical. This tradition builds trust and prevents the military from becoming a political tool. A neutral stance also protects morale and cohesion within the ranks. But on the other hand, military leaders must engage in policymaking, which is inherently political. They need to provide strategic advice and shape national security decisions without becoming partisan actors. The challenge lies in striking a balance. Military officers must remain loyal to civilian leadership while avoiding actions that could be seen as partisan. It's not about silence, it's about judgment. As U.S. interest in Greenland intensifies, Pituffik Space Base remains a strategic foothold in the Arctic. But the debate surrounding Colonel Meyers' dismissal reminds us that even in the military, leadership decisions can't escape the shadow of politics.